folks, hope everybody's doing well. This is the beginning of a little video that I'm gonna do all about this piece of gear that arrived today. So I'm gonna open up the box and let you know what's in here. Okay, paper in here. There's another box in here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It says Black Country Customs on it. Handcrafted in the UK. Kind of gives it away right there. It says a TI boost. This is a Iommi booster pedal from TI pedals. From Laney. Oh, looks like a plastic kind of slip cover thing, and it's in a tin, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it is in a tin. Wow. Quite the packaging here. Slide it out. Look at that. It's in a tin. I've never had a pedal arrive in a tin. And there it is. Black Country Customs. I'll put in this mirror. Oh, you can see it better there. Black Country Customs. Okay, so let's open this up. There it is. There you go. And there's the pedal. Very nicely packaged. So, for those that don't know, and I'll be doing a full demo on this pedal. This is a treble booster, but it's a heavily modded treble booster because it has in the center here the little toggle switch there. So it's treble booster. Instead of just boosting one range of frequencies, I can boost lower mids, or high mids. And the other cool thing about this pedal is that there is a low and high EQ, as well as a volume and a drive on the top, so you can really sculpt your sound using that pedal. And this is why I wanted to get this, and of course I'm a huge Tony Iommi fan. So I want to thank Ray Kaffner, who actually gave me the idea for this, but I didn't tell him I was getting one because kind of surprised. But yeah, so full demo coming. Really looking forward to hooking this thing up and giving it a go. And it's cool, man. They even use like the Laney, knobs on it, right? So anyways, I don't want to take up any more time. Demo review coming shortly. All right, here we go. So right now I've got the volume at Unity. The drive is down at 0. I've got the low and the high both at 5. I should mention I'm playing this out of into a Friedman Runt 20. I'm going into a Friedman Runt 20 that's mic'd with an SM58, and it's a vintage 30 speaker that I'm miking. So that's what I'm using for sounds here. Now the middle toggle switch, I want to demo that quickly. So right now that's in the middle. So right now that is giving me a flat EQ. So everything is flat. As I mentioned before, the amp is also flat. So turning the pedal on and off now, you won't notice a difference. But then what I'll do is you'll see me flick it to the top and into the bottom, and you'll notice you'll get a very low frequency boost in the one position and a higher frequency boost in the other. So let me do that right now for you. Okay, so you notice there when I turned the pedal on, you didn't hear a difference because everything was flat. But when I moved the switch up, you got that real like, sort of low end or lower end growl in the top. You got a little bit of a high end punch there as well. So that is, I think, the magic of this pedal is that switch because that'll really address what kind of tone that you're trying to shape. All right, so I've got a perfectly clean tone here. So what I'm gonna do now, and I'm in the bridge pickup of a Les Paul. I should mention that. So what I'm gonna do, excuse me, is I'm going to start to turn up the drive a little bit. All right, I got the drive up at 3. So I'm gonna turn the mic off here, and I'm gonna move the drive up incrementally so you can hear the differences in the sound as I increase the drive. So there you go. Just playing with the drive, you can get into just a kind of a low gain, but a very bitey tone. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to use the drive along with that EQ boost and show you some of the things this pedal can do because it can do some pretty cool stuff. So check this out. So there you go. So you can get some really bitey, aggressive tones out of this. You can always warm them up. If you notice, I was really cranking the low and drop in the high. Um, but what you'll notice, or what I notice a lot with this is, and again, I'm playing this on a perfectly clean app. I'll put on a bit of dirt and add it to there too. But what you notice is super note articulation. Every note just rings out when you're using this thing. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of dirt and show you another whole suite of things that this can do. All right, so I got a little bit of dirt on the guitar right now. Okay, and the pedal is off right now. I got the pedal against it to 0 on the drive, unity volume, and then I've got the low and the high both at 5 and flat EQ. So you should not hear a difference when turning it on. So here's the guitar. Okay, so a little bit of difference. Actually, I think the pedal mellows it out a little bit. So now I'm going to go through a bunch of switches, positions, and so on and so forth. I'm going to turn the mic off here so that you can hear all the variations or the tone shaping that I can do with this pedal. All right, so check this out. I could go on forever. You can kind of get an idea. It really thickens up everything that you play. You always get that brilliance, which means you get that note articulation um, on everything you play. It's the total opposite of, sort of a sludgy or blocky. I mean, it's total excuse me, total articulation with this. I really like this pedal. It could take pretty much any of your drives, and you can shape it to sound like anything you want. So here are my final thoughts. My final thoughts for this: I think this is great. It's a well-made pedal. It's made in the UK. Um, you know, I mean, and it wasn't crazy expensive. In Canadian money, this was a little over $200. I would fully expect something like this them to charge $300, especially because it's from the UK. But for $200, this is really, really cool. I think, the word that pops out for me is articulation. Even with the heavier drives, you can still hear every note. Every note pops, So, like, if you're doing something like Tie Your Mother Down and you want to hear every single note, like, you'll hear it with this. And when I was demoing this, I was actually using pretty heavy, well, for me, more of a heavier drive, but this on a lighter drive too just sounds so sweet. Again, it checks so many boxes, and if you're not happy with your drive sounds, whether they be from pedals or from an amp, I think with something like this, you could pretty much sculpt that into something that you will enjoy, but super clarity, super articulation. I was always afraid of that, the treble charger, thinking, oh, who likes treble? But that's not the case. This generally, it fattens up everything. I plan on using this as a lead boost to fatten up solos. Fattens up the solos, makes them nice and thick, makes them clear, and without being super shrill. And this center button here, those boosts are just killer. You can really emphasize, your higher mids or your lower mids. I can't say enough about it. It's a really good pedal. I'm glad I bought it, and this is definitely gonna go on my board and probably stay there for a long time. So there you go, the Black Country Customs Tony Iommi pedal. I think that's the full name of it, but yeah, made by Laney. So check it out. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Take care, everybody.